Have you ever found yourself feeling a little more tired than usual? Or might be noticing that your heart seems to race just a bit faster when you're doing simple things like climbing the stairs? For many seniors, these little changes are often linked to something much more common than we might realize: high blood pressure. It's one of those things that, if not managed properly, can really start to impact our day-to-day life. News is that there's a lot we can do about it. High blood pressure or hypertension doesn't always come with noticeable symptoms, which is why it's so important to check your blood pressure regularly, especially as we get older. You might be surprised to know that nearly half of all adults in the U.S. have high blood pressure, and the numbers climb even higher as we age. The good news is, even if you've been diagnosed with high blood pressure, there are simple, effective steps you can take to manage it and protect your heart. Today's video, we're going to talk about managing high blood pressure in seniors. Specifically, I'm going to share some practical and simple tips that you can start using today to help keep your blood pressure in a healthy range. These steps don't require extreme changes, but they can make a big difference. Whether you're already managing your blood pressure or want to take some steps to prevent it from becoming an issue, this video is for you. Let's dive into the first tip, which is really one of the most important when it comes to managing blood pressure: watching your diet. It might sound simple, but what we eat plays a huge role in how our body functions, especially our heart and blood vessels. A diet high in salt, unhealthy fats, and sugar can contribute to higher blood pressure, while a balanced diet full of heart-healthy foods can help lower it. For example, one of the best things you can do is reduce your intake of sodium. We all know that too much sodium is bad for our health. But did you know that it can lead to your blood vessels tightening, which in turn increases your blood pressure? It's recommended that seniors aim for no more than 5,000 milligrams of sodium per day, about 2/3 of a teaspoon of salt. It might sound challenging, but it's totally doable with a little awareness. Start by cutting back on processed foods like canned soups, frozen meals, and salty snacks. Instead, try cooking fresh, whole foods at home. You'd be amazed at how much flavor you can get out of herbs and spices without relying on salt. Another key part of your diet is eating more fruits and vegetables. These are packed with potassium, which is a mineral that helps balance the negative effects of sodium on your blood pressure. Potassium-rich foods like bananas, oranges, spinach, sweet potatoes, and tomatoes can help relax your blood vessels, making it easier for blood to flow and keeping your blood pressure in check. Aim to fill half of your plate with fruits and vegetables at each meal. Not only will this help with your blood pressure, but it'll also give you the energy and nutrients you need to feel your best. Now, let's move on to getting regular physical activity. We've all heard it 1,000 times, right? Exercise is crucial for good health, and that includes your heart health. But did you know that just moderate activity, like walking or swimming, can significantly help lower high blood pressure? Exercise helps your heart pump blood more efficiently, which means it doesn't have to work as hard to keep things flowing smoothly through your body. The American Heart Association recommends at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week. This breaks down to just about 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. I know, sometimes it can feel like finding time for exercise is easier said than done. But you don't have to run marathons or join a gym to get the benefits. Simple activities like walking around your neighborhood, gardening, or even dancing to your favorite music can do wonders for your blood pressure. The key is to stay consistent and make movement a regular part of your routine. We've talked about diet and exercise. The next important factor in managing high blood pressure is reducing stress. Stress is one of those sneaky contributors to high blood pressure that we often overlook. When we're stressed, our bodies release hormones like adrenaline that cause our heart to beat faster and our blood vessels to tighten over time. This constant fight or flight response can seriously elevate your blood pressure and put a strain on your heart. But here's the good news. Reducing stress doesn't have to be complicated. Simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, and yoga can have a huge impact on your overall well-being and help bring your blood pressure down. Taking just a few minutes each day to focus on your breathing or practicing mindfulness can reduce tension and promote relaxation. Plus, spending time outdoors in nature, whether it's sitting in the garden or taking a walk through the park, can do wonders for lowering stress and calming your mind. We've covered a lot so far. Diet, exercise, and stress reduction are all key pieces of the puzzle when it comes to managing high blood pressure. But don't worry, there's more we can do to protect our hearts and stay healthy. So let's move on to the next important tip. But before we do, remember, small changes can add up to big results. Keep these tips in mind as we move forward, and I'm confident you'll start feeling better, stronger, and more in control of your health. Now that we've covered the basics of diet, exercise, and stress reduction, let's dive into the next steps you can take to keep your blood pressure in check as you age. One of the most effective, yet often overlooked, ways to manage high blood pressure is through monitoring your blood pressure regularly. I can't stress this enough. Knowing where your blood pressure stands is the first step in controlling it. If you don't already have a blood pressure monitor at home, consider getting one. Simple and inexpensive tool that can help you track your progress and stay aware of any changes. By checking your blood pressure at home, you get a more accurate picture of your health, especially if you're someone who gets nervous in the doctor's office. Try taking your blood pressure at the same time each day, morning or evening, and keep a record of the numbers. This can help you notice patterns or identify how changes are making a difference. When you get your readings, remember that normal blood pressure should be around 120/80 Hg. Anything higher than that consistently could indicate high blood pressure. And it's time to take action. If your readings are consistently high, don't be discouraged. Monitoring will help you and your healthcare provider find the best plan to bring your blood pressure back into a healthy range. Another important aspect of managing your blood pressure is maintaining a healthy weight. Carrying excess weight puts extra strain on your heart and can contribute to high blood pressure. If you've noticed that your weight has crept up over the years, don't worry. It's never too late to make small adjustments. Losing even just a few pounds can help lower your blood pressure and improve your overall health. To start, focus on making gradual changes to your eating habits. Choose foods that are high in nutrients but lower in calories, like lean proteins, whole grains, and plenty of vegetables. Mindful of portion sizes and try to avoid emotional or mindless eating. It's also important to stay active, as exercise can help you shed extra pounds and keep your metabolism running smoothly. Remember, it's not about drastic dieting or intense workouts. Small steps can make a big difference. Consistency is key, so try to focus on sustainable changes you can stick with in the long run. Speaking of staying active, let's talk about getting enough sleep. It's easy to overlook, but sleep is absolutely essential when it comes to heart health and managing blood pressure. When we don't get enough rest, our bodies release stress hormones that can cause our blood pressure to rise. It's recommended that adults over the age of 60 aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. If you're not getting enough sleep, or if you wake up feeling groggy or unrested, it might be time to make some changes to your sleep habits. Start by creating a calming nighttime routine. Try winding down with a warm bath, reading a book, or practicing relaxation techniques before bed. Avoid using screens like your phone or TV right before sleep, as the blue light can interfere with your ability to fall asleep. And if you struggle with sleep, make sure your bedroom is as comfortable as possible. A cool, quiet, and dark room is ideal for a restful night's sleep. Another helpful tip is to limit your alcohol consumption. While it's fine to enjoy a glass of wine or a beer now and then, drinking too much alcohol can raise your blood pressure. Alcohol can interfere with the medications you might be taking for hypertension, and it can also cause weight gain, which, as we mentioned, contributes to high blood pressure. If you drink, try to limit it to no more than 1 drink per day for women and 2 drinks per day for men. It's important to note that while some studies suggest that a small amount of alcohol might actually lower blood pressure, the benefits are outweighed by the risks of overindulgence. So, if you're someone who enjoys a drink, try to do so in moderation and be mindful of how it affects your blood pressure and overall health. Now, let's talk about medications. Prescribed medication for high blood pressure. It's essential to take it as directed. High blood pressure is often a silent condition, meaning you might not feel any different, even when your numbers are high. That's why it's so important to stick to your prescribed treatment plan, even if you're feeling fine. Your doctor might also recommend adjustments to your medication over time, so always check in with them if you have any concerns. If you're having trouble with side effects from your medication, or if you feel like it's not working as well as it should, don't hesitate to talk to your healthcare provider. There are plenty of options available, and finding the right combination for you might take time. But remember, the goal is to keep your blood pressure in a healthy range to protect your heart, and your doctor is there to help guide you through the process. We've covered quite a bit today: how regular blood pressure monitoring, maintaining a healthy weight, getting enough sleep, limiting alcohol, and sticking to your medications can all help manage high blood pressure. These steps might seem like small changes, but they can add up to big improvements for your heart and overall health. But don't worry, we're not done yet. There's still more to talk about when it comes to managing high blood pressure as a senior. Stay tuned, and we'll dive into the next set of tips. Now that we've covered key lifestyle changes like monitoring your blood pressure, maintaining a healthy weight, getting enough sleep, and being mindful of alcohol intake, let's turn our attention to a few more practical tips that can make a world of difference in managing your blood pressure. These are all small adjustments that, when added together, can help you protect your heart and live a longer, healthier life. One of the most powerful tools in managing high blood pressure is staying connected with your healthcare provider. Regular checkups and open communication with your doctor are essential. If you have high blood pressure, you need a healthcare team that understands your unique needs. As a senior, your doctor can provide guidance on lifestyle changes, adjust your medication if necessary, and ensure that any other health issues are addressed promptly. Sometimes, managing high blood pressure can feel like a balancing act, especially if you're dealing with other health conditions. But with the right support and information, you can find a plan that works for you. Don't hesitate to reach out to your doctor if you have concerns or feel like your treatment plan isn't working as well as it should. Your health is worth the conversation, and your doctor is there to help. In addition to working with your doctor, there's another crucial aspect of heart health that we can't overlook: building a strong support system. Having a network of friends, family, or even a support group can make all the difference when it comes to managing chronic conditions like high blood pressure. Being able to talk to someone about your health, share challenges, and celebrate successes can help keep you motivated and less stressed. Plus, you can always encourage each other to stay active, eat well, and make those heart-healthy choices together. Don't underestimate the power of a good support system, whether it's a family member reminding you to take your blood pressure medication, a friend who enjoys walking with you, or an online group where you can share tips and experiences. It's important to stay connected. You don't have to do it alone, and having people around who encourage you to stay on track can make all the difference. Another important consideration for seniors is managing other conditions that can contribute to high blood pressure. If you have diabetes, high cholesterol, or any other chronic health issues, keeping those under control is just as important as managing your blood pressure. Many of these conditions are interconnected, and when one is left unchecked, it can make the others harder to manage. Work with your healthcare provider to keep all aspects of your health in balance. By staying proactive and addressing all of your health needs, you'll be giving yourself the best chance to maintain a healthy heart now. As we reach the end of this video, I want to leave you with an important reminder. It's never too late to take control of your health. Whether you've been managing high blood pressure for years or are just starting to think about it, there's always room for improvement. Small changes, like eating more fruits and vegetables, exercising a bit more, reducing stress, and monitoring your blood pressure, can have a huge impact. Remember, your heart deserves care and attention at every stage of life, and with the right habits, you can continue to live a vibrant, active, and fulfilling life. I know that sometimes managing a condition like high blood pressure can feel overwhelming, but it's important to stay positive. Every little step you take adds up, and you are absolutely capable of making these changes. Your health is in your hands. And by taking these simple actions, you're taking control of your well-being and creating a better future for yourself. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you found these tips helpful and encouraging. If you've been managing high blood pressure, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments. Have you made any changes that have helped you? Or maybe you've got some additional tips you'd like to share with others. Don't forget to like this video if you found it useful, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more helpful content like this. Remember, it's all about those small changes that lead to big results. Here's to living your best life at any age, with a heart that's healthy, happy, and strong. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.